stayed with us for a few days.
Turn that on. Yeah, so many cool things. See, is this article, is right here. Is your hip tightness contributing to your plantar fasciitis?
Yes, I did. And she does this whole little thing, and she does, you know, she has you do assessments. Yeah.
Are we gonna do a coconut?
Okay, so she goes to school with, okay, there's there and all. Yeah. So if you could do that, there's just a little touch, it's just great. I wish I had all day to watch the video. But I get snippets, but I like her.
Hi, sorry. I know we got to help you out. So maybe we can have a hip class
Yeah.
today, some hip openings. How are you all at home? Hi Peggy, hi AJ.
Hi, thank you. How are you? Other than my knee is swollen, I don't know why. I just can't bend it all the way. So that's why my butt's in the air on when we do
Got it.
child's pose.
No problem. That's fine. I wonder if you could roll a towel up behind it in child's pose to give it the support.
I also have this.
Okay. Yeah, try that. That might be a little heavy, but you could try it. Or just keep your butt in the air. Okay. Yeah, we all got stuff. How are you doing, AJ?
I'm good. Just, you know, I'm a little slower to start today too, but I'm good.
Like a theme. I think there's a theme. Everyone here feels the same thing. We were just talking about that. Slow start morning kind of stuff going on. Body stuff going on. Let's start laying down. Let's lay down on your back. How about that to start? Bring your feet flat to, we'll just avoid child's pose. Bring your feet flat to the floor. There's a pose called constructive rest. So you bend your knees, walk your feet a little wider than hip width and allow your knees to knock together and they can relax like that. And I want you to relax through the floor of the pelvis, soften the belly, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Ungrip your toes and your fingers. Some just healing breaths right here. Feeling into your body. Feeling into your mind. Here for several more breaths, just kind of moving mindfully through your body, checking in, being with each part. Then separate your knees and draw the right knee into your chest and stretch the left leg out long on the floor. You can move right to left. Take the right knee into the right hand and draw it to the right and slightly up towards the shoulder. Bring it back through center and hold it in the left hand. Cross the leg over your body. And then once you arrive there, just straighten the right leg and point the toe, and then bend the knee and flex the foot. And straighten the leg, point the toe. My foot's way up in the air, but it can also be on the ground. Bend the knee and flex the foot. Again, straighten and point, bend and flex. One more time, straighten and point, bend and flex, and then come back to center and just give it a little squeeze, little rock, and then straighten the right leg out alongside the left. If you're Hips went crooked, get straight and switch sides. Left knee draws in and little movement side to side or rotating the ankle. Hold on to the left knee in the left hand and open it to the left. Bring it up towards the shoulder just a bit and extend out through that right leg on the floor. Come on back through center and then switch hands and draw the leg across the body to the right. And then straighten the left leg and point the toe. Bend the knee and flex the foot. Straighten and point. Bend and flex. 3 more. Straighten and point. Bend and flex. Straighten and point. Bend and flex. Last one. Straighten, point. Bend and flex, pause, come back onto the back, stretch the left leg out alongside the right, stretch the whole body. Draw both knees into the chest, wrapping your forearms around your shins. Give yourself a nice squeeze if you can. If it doesn't work, you can go behind the thighs. Good, and then you'll roll yourself up to sitting. You can go to a side or straight up and then swing your legs behind you. You can cross the ankles or not. And we'll go straight to downward facing dog today. So walking the feet back, arms forward, sort of pedal the legs out. Could move the hips slightly side to side, kind of feeling into the outer edges of the hips. You feel it more in the calves, just notice. And then take the left foot behind the right. So you're gonna split the Achilles tendon with the big toe and the first toe of the left foot. So the left foot goes to the right heel, like the back of the Achilles, and you press down to get a little help in opening that back of the right leg. You can slightly bend the knee, but try to keep the heel pressing down or leg straight. Good, switch sides. Left foot down and right, big toe, first toe, yeah, just splits the Achilles right around the heel and presses down. And then I like to do a slight bend in the knee. That gets into the deeper calf muscle, the soleus, but you don't have to. Just notice. Good, release that, and then come back to down dog and just pedal the legs for a moment. And then walk your feet about halfway up your mat and come into ragdoll. So weight into the feet, catch your elbows, drop your head. Your head to drop, your thoughts to go, and just kind of let go of expectations or anything in the way of you being present for yourself today. Release your hands softly to the mat, and then you can toe heel the feet together or keep them hip width. Kind of personal preference, and then hands to the hips, rise up to stand. Big stretch, arms overhead. Bring your hands to your heart. Eyes closed or open at a soft spot on the floor in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Your eyes, inhale, extended mountain, warm up the body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back or hop back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog or cobra, breathe in. Good, downward facing dog, breathe out. Stay and hold for several breaths, just eyes open, ears open. One more breath in. Breathe out, look forward and walk or hop your feet up to the hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Breathe out. Step, hop, or tiptoe up to the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Good. One more full breath. Empty and step, hop, or tiptoe up to meet the hands. Halfway lift. Forward bow. And then chair pose. The weight in the heels, spread the toes, squeeze the glute muscles. So kind of toning, like we feel the muscles in the quadriceps, and a bit like squeezing into the bone. One more breath in, and exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. And then just step your left foot back and drop the knee to the ground. Yeah, if you need to pad the knee, do that. And then we're gonna move front to back here. So the foot stays on the ground for this one. To pull back, keeping the toes on the ground, and then rock forward. And you can even, I don't know, slide the heel back a little to get a deeper stretch for the calf. You'll find the right placement. You can have blocks under the hands or a block if you need. Good, so it's just like that bend and foot flexed, right? So the foot's flat, the toes are pulling back, and then straighten and point. Do a couple more of those. More time. Good job. And then bend the knee and pause. Tuck the back toes under. Lift to a runner's lunge. Plant the left hand. Twist open to the right. Beautiful. Pull the shoulders back. Extend through the upper fingers. Take a deep breath in and out. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Now pause there. See if you can lift the right leg up. Squeezing the right glute muscles. So the leg, just hold. If you can keep it lifted and lower to chaturanga, do that. Maybe even left knee drops down to do that. And then upward dog, both feet down. Good, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to the sky. Yeah, internal rotation. And then curl the knee to the nose, step it forward, step the left foot to meet the right. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Chair pose. One more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back. Set the knee down carefully. And then if you need a block, use it. We'll do that bend and straighten of that left leg. You can adjust where the foot is if you like. You need to pad the back knee, do that. Move it in and move it out. I want you to really notice what's happening with the foot. Are you rolling to the pinky toe edge? Is it kind of losing its connection to the ground? You keep pressing down into what's on the ground. Good. And then next time you rock it forward, pause, tuck the back toes under, lift to that runner's lunge, and then twist to the left. A really strong lift through the back leg. Good, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Maybe keep the left leg lifted. So you need to drop the right knee to do that. It's okay, but squeeze. Back of the glute, the left leg up if you can. And then lower chaturanga. And then upward facing. Both feet down, good, downward facing. Lift your left leg to the sky with internal rotation. Internally rotate the leg. And then curl the knee to the nose, squeeze it in, step it forward, and step the right foot to meet the left. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Just one breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left foot back, left knee down. Point the toes. This time reach both arms up. Opening the hip flexor area and lengthening the tailbone. Now press into the top of the back foot or the shin, or if the toes are tucked, that's fine too, but press down into that back leg. Good. Return your hands to the mat, tuck the back toes under, lift that back thigh up. We're going to twist again. Left hand down, twist to the right. Let's bring the right forearm now to the top of the right thigh. Spin the left foot flat and open to the side angle warrior. Left arm to the side. Gently nudging the right knee to the right. You got it. You're perfect. You're just right. Look down, hands to the mat, and step back to high plank. And then see if you can either spin the heels left for side plank or drop the left knee to the ground. Right foot flat, open to side plank. So wherever you are, either leg stacked, right leg is on top. Yep, knee down or back, bottom leg lifted. Then see if you can float the right leg up. And just squeeze it, press out through the heel. Whether the knees down or up, doesn't matter. Straighten that right leg. Breathe, open. You got this. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High plank, low plank, or to your belly, upward facing or cobra, downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open through the right hip. Straighten the legs, square the hips, Pull the knee to the nose, curl in, and step it forward. Left foot to right. Halfway lift. Forward fold. One more time, chair pose, so other side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Right foot back, right knee down. Low lunge, you can pat that knee if you need. Good. Arms up if it works. If arms down is better, tell it it's fine to stay long. Get rooted through the ball of the big toe. Good. So there's a little pull. It's actually, it's strengthening the hamstring. And you pull good. So the more you pull the front foot back, back foot forward, the more you'll open the back, strengthen and stabilize the front leg. Good, hands down for your twist. Tuck the right toes under, strongly lift the right leg and revolve left. Lift that back leg even more, Miss Maria. Good. Maybe lean back, open up to the chest. And then side angle, bring the left forearm to left thigh, right foot flat, and then you twist the other way. It's an open twist. Bring the inner thigh, nudge the left knee left. Nudge the left knee left, press the hips forward, tuck the left hip under. Yes. Good, Peggy. Return your hands to the mat. Step back to high plank and then either spin the heel to the right or drop the right knee to the floor. Left leg's on top, open to side plank. Yep, and then see if you can float the left leg. Press out through the heel. Breathe. Stamina. It's okay to have the right knee down. Paulette. There you go. Don't have to struggle. Good. Then try to float the left leg. Float the balance. Yep, for 3. Good holding. 2. And 1. High plank. Low plank or knees to the floor is fine. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Or child's pose. And lift the left leg up, bend the left knee, open it up, and it can be from tabletop or down dog. Extend the leg long, square your pelvis to the earth. Squeeze the back leg, then curl it in, knee to nose, and step it through. Right foot to left. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Hands to prayer. And you'll twist to the right. Left elbow to right leg. Using a lot of quad strength here. That rotation through the thoracic, shoulders. AJ, come back to chair. If you can hold it, and go right to the other side. Chair, big breath in, and then forward fold. Bring your feet to hip width and take any position you want with your hands. It could be peace fingers to big toes or palms under soles of the feet, or wrapping your arms behind your legs or behind your head, or ragdoll. Release your hands and then bring your hands to your hips. You can toe heel the feet together if you prefer and rise up to stand. Take a big breath in, so arms up, brings the blood up to the head. And bring your hands to your heart. And then arms down for mountain pose. And you're gonna bring your left hand to your left hip. And the right hand, you're gonna bring it up, out, and around like a circle. And you can just kind of explore. If you wanna hold the bar or something, you can. You can even go behind. Just kind of exploring the range in that right hip. Go across the body. Good, and then switch legs. So you'll set the right leg down, right foot down. Try the left side. Little circle. Adjustment. Go behind, go across. Forward. See where the sticky spots are. Good, and then set it down, and then standing leg raise. So rooting through the left leg again, and lift the right, go straight up in front, and you can hold it, the shin or the big toe, and straighten the leg. Work into the hamstring. Good. Don't have to. Make it more about the hip and really strong to that left leg. And then open it to the right. So pelvis stays square. You can reach left. This is about the inner thigh spinning up towards the sky. Good. Bring it back to center. Now we'll go behind us, airplane. Take the leg back. Hold it for a couple breaths. Try to square the hips towards the floor. Internal rotation, squeeze the right glute. Press out through the right heel. Put hands to heart center. Now take the left fingertips to the floor, half moon. So opening, peeling the right hip open. This is a lot about the left standing leg hamstring, but squeeze the right leg, press out through the heel. So just like that side plank strengthener for the IT band and outer hip here. Good, and then we'll do one more. You're going to bring your hands to the floor, square your hips to the floor. Now, take the right leg to the right. So I'll turn my toes right and then bring it as far right as I can get it, like an L. Good, good, good. As far right as you can get it and up a little higher. Hold, hold, hold. Good, and then set it down next to the left. Nice job. Just walk in place, little movement. Good work. You can roll up to stand or hands to hips and come up in one piece. Extended mountain reach. And bring your hands to your heart. We're just kind of challenging the range in the hips. Okay, right hand to right hip. And we'll try the left leg. So if you need to hold something, you can. So it's in front first. So strength of the quads and hip flexors. Standing tall. Even though you're holding the leg, there's a lot of internal strength you're looking to find. And then we'll open it to the side. So externally rotating, just squeeze the outer hip muscle and lengthen the inner thigh muscle and root through the standing leg. You can reach to the right, counterbalance, deep core muscles turning on to a sit, back to center. Now we go straight back, airplane, arms down, press the heel back, trying to turn the pinky toe edge of the foot towards the floor. Lift the heart. Press out through the left heel more, straight leg. And then half moon. So right fingertips to the floor or a block. Heel the left hip away from the ground, press through the left heel. Left arm to the sky. Root down through the right leg. So it's a big opening for that right hamstring. Strengthening the left leg, lift it a little higher. The last one, hands to the mat, square the hips, and then take that left leg left, pulling it to the side, and lift it as high as it'll go. Three, 2, and 1. Lower it down, just little walk in place. Okay, so before you come up here, We're gonna do that one more time, that kind of tick-tock to the side. So you'll take your right leg and you're gonna go out and down 5 times. Out and down, 4, out and down, 3, out, down 2, 1 more. Good, switch sides, left leg, and it's okay to have your hands on blocks. Left leg out and down, like a little tick-tock, out and down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. And then bend the knees, slowly roll up to stand. Come into mountain pose. Just check in. Notice how you're standing on your feet, shoulders back. Good. Inhale, extended mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Go straight back through vinyasa, high plank to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good, lift the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, and then draw some big circles with the right knee. Just big, beautiful circles. Switch the direction. Big circles. Just like we did standing. Yeah. Waiting for that. Okay, stretch it back and step it forward. Low lunge. So bring your hands to the inside of the right foot. We're gonna come into a lizard. Oh, your sweatshirt kind of came off. Yay. Right foot forward. And then hands to the inside. And then if it's safe and okay on your body, you'll turn the toes out, roll to the knife edge of the foot. And you can use your right hand to gently nudge the thigh open if you like, one option. Another option is to come to the forearms, let gravity do more of the work. And then one of the last options, if you're feeling it, is the right arm goes back, you bend the left knee and you catch the left foot. So quadricep opening. So if you have that back foot, let it go. We'll stay here another couple breaths. If you want to come back to the forearms, you can. Just let that right knee open to the right, wherever it can go. Gently come on up to the hands. So toe heel the right foot back towards the midline and pull it back into a half split. This time flexing the right foot. Or you can even slide it forward to the full split. And if you have a block, it might go under the right hamstring. It might go under your hands. Like this. Yeah, like that. Good. That's great. Forcing, feeling into where you feel this. I'm all about my lap this. Yeah, I know the lean forward is way more doable. Okay, so the way out of this, you want to try to lift up and pick it up. Yeah, good. All right, so make it your way back. Let's just swing the right leg around. And you can take a few cow and cats before we go to the next side. Just kind of opening up cow and cat through the body. Good, and then tuck the toes, downward facing dog. If you'd like to come forward and move through a vinyasa, high plank, low plank, you can. If you want to skip it, just hold your downward dog. And then as you're ready, you'll lift the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open it up, and it might feel like you just did this leg because it was the back leg. Draw a few circles, pick a direction, and just notice. Circle the other direction. Take the leg back, square it off. Big step forward. Hands to the inside of the left foot, or help it there. Help it get where you want it to be. So heel the left foot left. Turn it out to like 11 or 10 o'clock on a clock. Roll to the knife edge. And then you might even press to the thigh, open it up. Arms, you can stand your palms, you can bend the right knee and catch the right foot, open the quadricep on that right side. So I have a funny first grade story from yesterday. So I'm teaching first grade at an elementary school, and class comes in, and first grade's way different than they're a little like feral cats. But so they come in, and I'm playing a singing bowl. I have a new technique. I'm like, okay, so play the singing bowl, and maybe ask him to sit. So they sit, and this little boy raises his hand big. I said, do you have a question? And he says, can you flex your muscles? And I just laugh, and I go, sure. So I flex my arms, and he goes, wow. And I go, yeah, it's all yoga. It's all yoga, right? So, and he's got this long sleeve shirt on and then a Warriors jersey. So we start the practice, and we're doing yoga. Halfway through class, he goes to his teacher and goes outside and comes back in with just the jersey on, the long sleeve shirt on. And then at the end of class, he raises his hand again. So I call him in, and he goes, can I flex my muscles?
Oh.
And I said to the class, what do you think? Do you want to see his muscles? And they're like, yeah. So he stands up and he flexes, and I go, wow, you're so strong. And then, I didn't think anything of it. And then after class, the teacher came to me and said, he struggles with body image issues.
Oh.
And she's never seen his arms.
Oh.
And he won't participate in the PE because he doubts his own strength and ability. So the fact that he did that, was so cute. I was like, this is why I'm here. Maybe this will be his avenue, is yoga, strong muscles. So cute. I thought he was just outgoing personality, let me show you my muscles, but. All right, did we hold this one long enough? Yeah. Okay, come on out. You're gonna just slide it back into the half splits now. Flex the foot. You can put something underneath the calf if you like. You can pause here or start to slide that left leg forward, right leg back. This side might be different. My teacher had a tactic that he would tell stories in all hip openers. So he would hold them for a really long time. This side a little tighter. You look more open.
Yeah, no, actually, it's a hamstring problem,
Right.
but it's more open.
It's
than
way more
the
open
right.
than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Couple more deep breaths here. Ease your way out with strength and bring it back for cow and cat, tabletop, just gently moving. This is fun. You can rock back to front. Circle the pelvis. Good, and then we'll come to a seat sitting sideways on your mat. So you're gonna turn, doesn't matter which direction. I'm gonna face these guys, but you can face the mirror if you want. So turning sideways on your mat, and you're gonna scoot to the back edge of the long side and bring your legs out a little wider than hip width. And then you're gonna really dig in through the heels so that it'll help you from scooting forward. So you're gonna press into the heels and then rotate. It's called 90-90. So you rotate to one side and to center and to the other. And the hands can absolutely be behind you. You'll see you're sitting, you're gonna crawl forward. So try to dig into the heels so you don't scoot too far forward. It's okay to use your hands behind you. Isn't it crazy? I know. Just see what happens. And if you do scoot forward, it's okay. So you're just moving side to side. And then there's lots of different options. So when I'm going to have you just kind of explore. So you can go to one side, you can do little twists, you can lean, you can fold, and then go to the other side. You can also try to come up, which is that strength, power, and flexibility, mobility stuff. So you can go to a side and come up if your knees allow, or you can go to a side and fold forward. This is going to be our like kind of pigeon prep or twist or lean. Just moving in ways like exploring like kind of full range of movement from the hips, right? Often from our hips are like there's a tight spot and then the rest of the body won't rotate. Cracking. Like what's happening? What is happening? So feet are flexed, digging in through the heels. Good Paulette, just like that. And then the rotation, the internal, external rotation, play with that. Love that, Maria. That was good. Just a couple more. Exploring. Nice, Peggy. I love that. I like those lifts. It feels something. Like a that sensor fascia, that's where the connective tissue titanium comes in. It's like a first yeah, for sure. Okay, when you've had enough, let's find our way back to downward dog. So however you want to get there, or you can go to child's pose, or whatever your body kind of craves. Maybe take the feet wide and just move the hips side to side. Then we're going to come into half pigeon. So right leg forward or on your back, right ankle over left thigh. Yeah. Or right leg forward, left leg back. Yeah. Good. Then you can come down or you can stay upright. It's okay. If it doesn't want to hold at 90 degrees, don't force it. Yeah. changing to the other side. You can do it at the floor, or you can go back to downward dog. Ready, coming to the left or other side. Really interesting story from first grade was at the end of class, I asked him to say out loud a word or two to describe how they feel. And often I hear calm, tired, exhausted, happy. But yesterday a boy said, I feel happy and sad. And I said, do you know why you feel sad? And he said, no. And so then we had an opportunity to talk about having feelings and not needing to know why. And it was okay. It was really cool. Well, do you think it's okay to feel both happy and sad? And they were like, yeah, well, totally. At first grade, so good. A little, I don't know, 100%. Absolutely, there's no filter. No, they're just totally, yeah. 5. This is our second week. So fun. First week I was like, I don't know if I can do first grade. I don't think I'm capable. I'm getting angry. So these are first graders that didn't have kindergarten or TK or, so they're a little wild. And I made the mistake of letting them roll themselves up in the mats. If they wanted, it was mayhem. I can't do that. Okay, come on up, go back to downward dog one more time. I'm learning with them. Just pedal it out, or if you're on your back, you can hug your knees into your chest. We're gonna do one more outer hip opener. So you're gonna come to sitting on your mat. And then let's start like this. So you'll bring your feet flat, hands behind you. And then the right, it's similar to pigeon. So right ankle will go over the left thigh. So it's ankle instead of knee. Slide it even more. See if you can get it. Yep. So it's interesting. Yeah. And so you're trying to create that external rotation of that upper thigh again. So I'm going to let you stay here if you want. If you want more, you can slide closer and walk your hands in closer. If you want less, you go the opposite. So this is one option. Another option, instead of this, will be cradling. So you bring the right shin into your arms, like you cradle and let the left knee come down. And then you just start to, yeah, you can try that. And it's okay to be under like that. So go like this. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And then you're trying to see if you can get the shin up and opening the hip, right? Yeah, this is an interesting, very real. How's that feel? You can rock, sit up tall. And then there's the last little option is you kind of hold the foot and you can move like they say like you're eating a big burrito that's wrapped up. Trying to get into the hip. So from the hip, not the knee joint. 6-4. This could also be on the back if you're feeling like it's really tight through your back. You could do this also from your back towards like a happy baby. Might feel a little bit less difficult. Good, Paulette. And keep picking like the shin up. Yes. Yeah. And the last option for you guys, if you'd like, is the elephant trunk variation. So you're trying to bring the leg over the shoulder. Yeah. And then you'll bring your left hand from the inside to the outside of the right foot. That's right. Hand down. And then see if you can open and look under. Yeah. So it's hip and also side body. Good, Maria. Open the heart towards the ceiling. Go open. How's that feel? You're shaking. It's good. Okay, let it go carefully.
I'm gonna do an interesting text tomorrow morning.
I know, like, oh my hips. Just take the legs out, let them roll in and out. So that could have been half happy baby on the floor, and lots of different things. Okay, let's try the other side. So we'll either, left ankle, or you can start by sitting, left ankle over right thigh. Good, Peggy. So this might be where you stay the whole time or on your back, or you can start to cradle. You bring the right elbow around the left foot. You're thinking about from the hip, on the hip. Could be the little eating the burritos. Little bit if you like. Okay, bring the leg over the shoulder. Yeah, Peggy, good. Squeeze it in. Right, so try to see what happens if the sit bone comes down a little. Yeah, and then right hand goes to the outside of the left foot. Left hand reaches out and open. That's that side, that's side. Sticky. Yeah, this is it. Be ahead of the hamstring too. It could be one of these outer hamstring. Because there's different hamstrings. Yeah. Okay, gently release. Bring the feet together. So come on up if you're on your back to Baddha Konasana and walk the sitting bones back. And you can do a straight leg forward fold if you want here. Frankie, or whatever feels good. And then you'll just round gently forward. That whole back side of the body have this ease to it. Good. One's here to massage into the feet. Come on up. Slowly make your way onto your back for any finishing pose you want. You might want that constructive rest that we started with, or windshield wipe, or a twist might feel really good after all of that. Or shoulder stand, always an option. If you're twisting, twist to the other side. begin to make your way into Shavasana. Or whatever version of rest you'd like to take today. Today's reading for April 28th in the book Journey to the Heart, Reward Yourself. Take time to reward yourself. Let it become a deliberate and practical habit. Many of us grew up in families or with people who didn't reward us. We weren't rewarded for good behavior. We weren't rewarded or loved unconditionally, just for being, and particularly for being us. Although many of us may strive to change that behavior by rewarding the people around us, we may have neglected the importance of rewarding someone very important, ourselves. It is one thing to mentally congratulate ourselves for a job well done. It is another to take the time to actually, deliberately, and specifically reward ourselves. How many years do we have to live before it's time to treat ourselves? How much good do we have to do before it's good enough to give ourselves a gift? Maybe it's time right now, today, to begin practicing the habit of rewarding ourselves. Our souls can become tired, very weary of striving to grow, to do things well, to do our best at life, love, and work if there is no reward. Our passion can wane if good is never good enough, and if the rewards and pleasure are always, always at bay, somewhere out in the distant future. If you find yourself beginning to resist working hard, doing well, striving for spiritual growth, maybe it's because you're neglecting
to reward yourself for all you've done already. If you feel like the world offers no reward to you, maybe it's because you're not cooperating by rewarding yourself. Stop punishing and depriving yourself. Don't let others punish you for a job, a day, or a life well done. Instead, reward yourself. Take a break and do something especially nice for you, something that would make you happy. Buy yourself something. It can be a little gift, or you can splurge. Take yourself somewhere you want to go, in your hometown or in another country. Do something fun, magical, and exciting, something that makes your heart sing and your spirit soar. Reward yourself by allowing yourself to enjoy what you give yourself or what you're doing. Make rewarding yourself an attitude. Reward yourself often. When you accomplish a particular task, when you've gone through a grueling part of your healing process. Reward yourself during those frustrating times, just for being so patient. Sometimes reward yourself just for being you. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel back into your body. And as you're ready, bend your knees and roll to a comfortable side. And make your way up to seated. Sit nice and tall. Let your eyes gently close. And touch the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Yeah, reward yourself for this difficult practice today, for making it through. Have a great day. Namaste. Thank you. Yes. Hi, Peggy. I hope your knee feels better.
It does. I think I'm just tighter on this side and it's pulling on the
Yeah.
joint, you know,
Yeah.
but those were some amazing stretches.
Good.
I said, you want me to put my knee where? Behind my shoulder?
You did it though. I watched you.
I was surprised. I dropped my shoulder. I didn't
Yeah.
stand up, sit up straight.
That's okay. That's all right. You did it though. Well done. Go reward yourself.
Okay, I will. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.